The statement that the nominal 230 volts system is 230 volts hot conductor to neutral is indeed correct. In Europe, the standard electrical system operates on a 230 volts single-phase configuration. This means that a single hot, sometimes referred to as a live conductor, carries 230 volts relative to the neutral conductor. The neutral conductor, in turn, is connected to ground, providing a return path for current. The voltage measured between the hot conductor and the neutral conductor is 230 volts. This contrasts with the North American system, which commonly utilizes a 120/240 volt split-phase system. In this setup, there are two hot conductors, each carrying 120 volts relative to the neutral conductor. The neutral conductor is also connected to ground. The voltage between either hot conductor and the neutral conductor is 120 volts, while the voltage between the two hot conductors is 240 volts. The difference between these systems is primarily due to historical reasons. The European system originated in the late 19th century when generating and distributing higher voltages was technically challenging. The North American system evolved later, taking advantage of advancements that made higher voltage distribution more feasible. Both systems are considered safe and efficient when properly installed and maintained. However, it is essential to understand the differences between them when working with electrical equipment designed for one system or the other. For instance, connecting a 230 volts appliance to a 120 volt supply will likely result in the appliance not functioning correctly or potentially being damaged. Conversely, connecting a 120 volts appliance to a 230 volt supply without a suitable transformer could cause severe damage or create a fire hazard. In summary, the European system employs a single 230 volts hot conductor relative to neutral, while the North American system utilizes two 120 volts hot conductors, with 240 volts between them. Understanding these differences is crucial for electrical safety and ensuring proper equipment operation. To elaborate on the European 230 volt system, it is important to understand a few key aspects of its implementation and safety features. Firstly, the grounding system in Europe, often referred to as TNTT, or IT systems, plays a vital role in safety. TN systems, which are the most common, have the neutral point of the supply transformer directly grounded. This provides a low impedance path for fault currents to return to the source, facilitating the operation of overcurrent protection devices such as circuit breakers or fuses. TT systems have the supply transformer grounded, but the consumer's equipment is grounded separately. IT systems have the supply transformer either ungrounded or grounded through a high impedance. Each of these systems has its own advantages and disadvantages in terms of safety and reliability. Secondly, the wiring color codes in Europe differ from those in North America. Typically, brown is used for the hot or live conductor, blue is used for the neutral conductor, and green with yellow stripes is used for the protective earth or ground conductor. It is essential to be familiar with these color codes to avoid miswiring, which can lead to dangerous situations. Thirdly, the types of outlets and plugs used in Europe vary depending on the country. The most common type is the Type C or Type F plug, which have two round pins. However, other types such as Type G, which is used in the United Kingdom, are also prevalent. It is important to use the correct plug adapter when using equipment from one country in another. Now, let's delve deeper into the North American 120/240 volt split-phase system. This system is derived from a center tap transformer. The center tap is grounded and serves as the neutral conductor. The two hot conductors are 180 degrees out of phase with each other, resulting in a potential difference of 240 volts between them. This 240 volt supply is typically used for high power appliances such as electric ranges, clothes dryers, and air conditioners. The 120 volt supply is used for lighting, small appliances, and other general purpose loads. The North American system also employs a grounding system, which is similar to the TN system used in Europe. The neutral conductor is bonded to ground at the service entrance, and a separate grounding conductor is run with the circuit conductors to provide a low impedance path for fault currents. The wiring color codes in North America are different from those in Europe. Typically, black or red is used for the hot conductors, white is used for the neutral conductor, and green or bare copper is used for the grounding conductor. Again, familiarity with these color codes is essential for safe wiring practices. The outlets and plugs used in North America are standardized, with the most common type being the Type A or Type B plug, which have 2 flat pins or 2 flat pins with a round grounding pin. It is important to use the correct type of plug and outlet to ensure proper grounding and prevent electrical shock. In addition to the voltage and wiring differences, there are also differences in the frequency of the alternating current, or AC, power. In North America, the standard frequency is 60 Hz, while in Europe, the standard frequency is 50 Hz. This difference in frequency can affect the operation of some electrical equipment, particularly motors and timing devices. It is important to check the equipment specifications to ensure that it is compatible with the local frequency. Furthermore, the standards and regulations governing electrical installations differ between Europe and North America. In Europe, the International Electrotechnical Commission, or IEC, sets the standards for electrical equipment and installations. In North America, the National Electrical Code, or NEC, published by the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, sets the standards for electrical installations. These standards cover a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and safety requirements. It is essential to comply with the relevant standards and regulations to ensure the safety and reliability of electrical systems. To summarize the key differences between the European 230-volt system and the North American 120/240-volt system. Firstly, the voltage levels are different, with Europe using 230-volt single-phase and North America using 120/240-volt split-phase. Secondly, the wiring color codes are different, with Europe using brown, blue, and green/yellow for the hot, neutral, and ground conductors, respectively, and North America using black/red, white, and green/bare copper. Thirdly, the types of outlets and plugs are different, with Europe using type C/F/G and North America using type A/B. Fourthly, the frequency of the AC power is different, with Europe using 50 Hz and North America using 60 Hz. Fifthly, the standards and regulations governing electrical installations are different, with Europe following IEC standards and North America following NEC standards. Understanding these differences is crucial for anyone working with electrical equipment or systems in different parts of the world. It is important to always consult the equipment specifications and the local electrical codes to ensure safe and proper installation and operation. This knowledge is especially important for electricians who may be working with equipment from different regions, as it can help prevent electrical hazards and ensure that the equipment functions correctly. Always prioritize safety when working with electricity, and never hesitate to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any doubts or questions. Now let's consider some practical implications of these differences. When deploying equipment designed for one system in a region with a different system, one must consider several factors. Firstly, voltage conversion is often necessary. This can be achieved using transformers, which step up or step down the voltage to match the equipment's requirements. It is crucial to select a transformer with the appropriate voltage rating and power capacity. Secondly, frequency conversion may be necessary for some equipment, particularly those with motors or timing devices. Frequency converters can be used to change the frequency of the AC power. However, these devices can be expensive and complex, so it is often more practical to use equipment that is designed to operate at the local frequency. Thirdly, plug adapters are essential for connecting equipment to outlets with different configurations. Plug adapters simply change the shape of the plug to match the outlet, but they do not change the voltage or frequency. Therefore, it is still necessary to address the voltage and frequency differences separately. Fourthly, grounding is a critical safety consideration. It is important to ensure that the equipment is properly grounded according to the local electrical codes. This may involve using different grounding techniques or equipment. Fifthly, overcurrent protection is also important. It is necessary to ensure that the equipment is protected from overloads and short circuits by using appropriate fuses or circuit breakers. The size of the overcurrent protection device should be selected based on the equipment's current rating and the local electrical codes. In addition to these practical considerations, it is also important to be aware of the potential hazards associated with using equipment designed for one system in a region with a different system. These hazards include, firstly, electrical shock, which can occur if the equipment is not properly grounded or if the voltage is too high. Secondly, fire, which can occur if the equipment is overloaded or if there is a short circuit. Thirdly, equipment damage, which can occur if the voltage or frequency is not compatible with the equipment's requirements. To mitigate these hazards, it is essential to follow safe electrical practices and to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any doubts or questions. Always disconnect the power before working on electrical equipment, and never work on electrical equipment when you are wet or standing in water. Use insulated tools and wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and eye protection. Inspect electrical cords and plugs regularly for damage, and replace them if necessary. Be aware of the location of circuit breakers and fuses, and know how to shut off the power in an emergency. Finally, remember that electricity is a powerful force that can be dangerous if not handled properly. Always respect electricity, and take the necessary precautions to protect yourself and others from harm. The information provided is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional electrical advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician for specific advice and recommendations regarding your electrical system. In summary, understanding the differences between the European 230-volt system and the North American 120/240-volt system is crucial for electrical safety and ensuring proper equipment operation. By considering the factors discussed above and following safe electrical practices, you can minimize the risks associated with using equipment from different regions and ensure the safety and reliability of your electrical system.